robust urban garlic flavor. Donkey Kong Bonanza is the big one. That's the one that 100% I'm most excited for. If you were to ask me, what's the big game you want to play next? That's my answer. It's Donkey Kong Bonanza is the big one that I want to play as soon as possible. Good piece of content to put out on my Switch 2, which literally collects dusts 6 days out of 7, and then 1 day a week I boot it up and I play Mario Kart, right? So I'll have something else to do on the Switch 2 for a change, which would be a welcome change of pace, just to get a ginormous chunk of it in on release day. And then probably Friday, depending on how much we liked it, I do a day stream of it or not.
Guess what, everybody? DSP didn't hit the goal on the second stream. Who could have predicted this? Who could have predicted this? Oh wait, I totally thought this was gonna happen. So let's get into it, and we will see the game journalist play his game.
So go for it. Ask me anything about the game right now. Go for it. Open season.
I want to know, did you sing the Banana song when you were playing the game?
It'd be criminal if you don't sing the Banana song in your Donkey Kong premiere. Really, it would be criminal if I didn't sing the Banana song. You're sure about that? Is that really the first thing you think? I'm going to play the brand new Donkey Kong game, right? It's basically the one big game for Switch 2. Huge premiere. The game looks outstanding. First things in your mind, hey, will Phil sing the Banana song? That's really the first thing that comes to mind, huh? Well, thanks for $50, and we'll have to see. Perhaps I'll have some special stuff in store for Donkey Kong. We'll just have to find out when the game comes out this Thursday.
This boomer has never related to a meme in his life, and the funny thing, he was a meme during the whole King arc.
Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't need to snort. It was disgusting.
Of the thousands of times I've heard this man snort, this is the first time he actually apologized. So I guess we are making some progress. He apologizes when he burps of all things, but not when he snorts. And he literally leans into the microphone when he snorts, and it makes it 1,000 times worse.
Okay. It sucks big bananas.
Well, Phil, I'm gonna take your word for it, so you better be buying me sundaes right now. Because I need those big bananas, those big ice creams, those big cherries, the big hot sauce, all that stuff. So get out of your gaming chair and get me a sundae right now.
Is it woke? Incredibly woke. Over the top woke. I couldn't believe it. Pushing such ridiculous narratives. I couldn't take it.
Like, if that person was serious and like a YouTube viewer and not a Kick viewer trolling, that's pretty sad. Like, is this what gaming discourse has gone into?
Is the game better than I expected so far? No, it's not.
Nintendo scammed Phil once again. Everybody celebrate.
Does it spark joy? Sometime.
Believe it or not, that is actually really good for a game that DSP plays, because he usually hates every game he plays. You can literally see it on his face.
I think it'll be a good game for speedrunners. I already found a speedrun strategy. I did. I already found a strategy where in the tutorial area, you can actually climb the side of the building and jump over and around the platform, and you skip an entire checkpoint area. I skipped an entire middle part of the intro, but I wanted to see what it was, so I backtracked and saw what I missed. But yeah, I think this game will actually be a great game for speedrunners. I do believe that.
Yeah. And if you were smart, Phil, you would have clipped that part out of your playthrough and put it as an on-demand video on your channel. It would have gotten a lot more views than the sum total of the clips that you posted today.
Is it better than Mario Kart World? I've only played 3 hours, and there's still content. In comparison, Mario Kart World, I played it for 3 hours, and I literally saw every piece of content in the game. I'm still just finishing World 1 in Donkey Kong Bonanza, so...
Yeah, but unlike Mario Kart, when you get done with the content in the game, there won't be anything that you want to go back and play. At least with Mario Kart, we get to see your gaffes and your rage and your atrocious driving, which you think is very good in Knockout Tour. That is hilarious. It's the best playthrough you've done in years.
Apples to apples comparison, yeah, it's probably better than Mario Kart World.
Dude, you mean apples to oranges. I mean, I think you probably said that because it was 2 Nintendo games, but no, they're not the same type of game.
Am I going to try to get every banana? Right now, I am. Right now, I'm at the end of World 1, and I've gotten every single banana. I think there's 38. I got all of them on the checklist. Now, I don't know how hard it's going to be, you know, further in the game. Maybe it'll be like insanely hard challenge run stuff. I don't know. And if that's the case, then I'll drop it. But for now, I am trying to get every banana, and I have so far.
I'm going to give it a 99% probability that he does not collect all the bananas in this game. Not because of lack of effort, but he'll just rage quit the game before it's done.
Is it a groundbreaking platformer? It is definitely groundbreaking, as in all you do is break the ground. Like, you just keep smashing everything. You can literally just keep smashing everything. It's insane the amount that you can break in the game. It's by far the most destructible game I've ever seen in my life. Hands down, no comparison. No other game comes close with the amount that you break and smash in this game. And just in that regard, it is unique. Like, even if the game isn't overall amazing, this game will still be a unique game that sticks in my head for the amount that you can just destroy.
Yeah, Donkey Kong is basically a god of destruction, so I can totally get into that. It sounds a little too sandboxy for Phil, but we'll see as we get into the gameplay.
What will I do if I have to race the beetle again like Donkey Kong 64? I will take the Nintendo Switch 2 and throw it out of my window into the street.
Don't give Boogie video ideas.
Is it better than Donkey Kong 64? Yes, it is. Donkey Kong 64 is arguably one of the worst video games ever made.
So I've never played Donkey Kong 64. The one thing I can tell you is that there's a lot of just things that you do over and over again with different characters. It's basically a lot of backtracking. So I guess that's Phil's complaint. Like, games were different back then. They would actually pad them out because they were on basically hardware limitations and things like that.
All right, so for a $20 contribution tonight, whether that be a tip, which you could do either on Kick or YouTube, a super chat on YouTube, or a four sub bomb on Kick, you will get a special animation with a special sound effect attached to it. I never do sound effects, but we're doing it for this playthrough, okay? So $20, and you can see the special new animation and new sound effect live. So who will be the first to do it tonight? Who wants to see it?
I like how Phil does something completely mundane and makes it like premium content. If he was smart, he'd be doing this with every game, not like charging it, but like doing a base like $5, you get a sound effect. He'd get more super chats, but he doesn't realize that. He just wants the big tip whale to come in. Like, that's why you have a problem, because if you had more people that support you, you wouldn't have this like troll base. They wouldn't be able to like play whack-a-mole with everybody.
I should explore the worlds more. Tons of hidden secrets and very fun. King Crimson, did you watch my playthrough? I got all the bananas, and I got almost all of the fossils. I think I'm only short like 5 or 6. I've got almost everything in the entire world 1. I have very thoroughly explored the world.
No, he probably wasn't watching you because you don't leave the live stream on, you clip it and you wait it to render on YouTube. So by the time it's uploaded, there's like maybe 2 hours until the next stream if you're lucky. So yeah, they're not gonna watch all 3 hours of gameplay by then. You're expecting like your audience to watch every single thing you do, and that's why you get no views, because it's too long and too time consuming.
Come on, who's gonna be the first person to support the Bananarama tonight? Let's get our first contribution in of the night. We got nothing right now. Let's get something, anything.
Wow, Phil, I hear your plea, and that really makes me want to support you right now. I'm just gonna open up my wallet and give you $20.
I don't know why anyone would buy an SUV. I'm lost. Besides, people think that they're like powerful or something if they have one. Newsflash, you're not. You're still a tiny little loser. Just because you drive a giant vehicle doesn't make you powerful in any way.
They are compensating for lack of big banana, Phil. There you go. Here's your banana pun.
It's exactly what it should be. Every room is an insane challenge where at any moment you could instantly die, and if you die, you have to go back to your checkpoint immediately and refight your way through the entirety of the level. Souls-like Metroid for the win.
Yeah, DSP is sick and tired of sucking at Souls game and getting mocked for it, so unsurprised.
Yes, the new top fan leaderboard is in effect on YouTube. If you chat and are active in the chat, you'll get 75 experience points per hour. But if you contribute with super chats, that counts way more. It's actually 50 experience points per dollar that you super chat. So that's currently why Gabriel should technically be in the lead. And Gabriel is indeed. That's why.
Oh my god, he is going to be harping on this leaderboard for weeks. Buckle up, everybody.
All right, so the first stream, we had great attendance, great engagement, and great support. Please, let's keep that up tonight. Let's keep that momentum rolling. Let's get a lot of people interacting because there's a lot of opportunity for me to talk while I'm exploring. Let's, get some good momentum going with support. We got one super chat. Let's get another super chat. Let's get our first tip of the night. And then let's get our first membership or sub or both. All right. And then we'll begin. Let's do it.
Wait a minute. You're just going to sit here and wait for contributions instead of starting the game? What kind of live stream is this?
Hello Voltage did a $2 super chat. How far away are we from the Burger King barbecue brisket Whopper? We're at 65 goals hit, 5 goals to go.
Yeah, I've had that type of burger before, and it just like the pork and the cow meat don't interact well with my taste buds, so I'm not definitely gonna get a Burger King variant of that. Yeah, no robust tries it. Sorry, guys.
As long as we're hitting goals every stream, we'll probably be doing it Monday. If we hit more than one goal to stream, we'll probably be doing it Sunday.
Yeah, that is the expectation. Hit the goal every day, do DSP tries it weekly.
Remember, $20 contribution, you will see a brand new animation with a sound effect, which again, a sound effect is something I don't do, like ever. So it's really cool that I'm doing that tonight. And I got the first tip of the night, $2. Do you do the podcast sometimes you hit your goal before game? I want to see Bananza. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. We did not hit the goal before Bananza today. We did hit it during Bananza. So thanks for $2 there. It's an anonymous $2 tip.
Yeah, I mean, you were pretty close. You got $120. You actually made more money during the podcast than the gameplay. So maybe that viewer is worried that since you only got $74 on 3 hours of gameplay, which is actually less than what you get in 2 hours tonight, that you may wage quit the game. But that just can be speculation on my part.
I just finished my break, and now we are continuing on here with the game.
Dude, what are you talking about? You always take a break between streams. You gotta be more specific because your viewers will think you're just taking a break on like the day stream or something.
I remember the buttons again. I took a break, so I gotta remember the controls.
Dude, it's only been 3 hours. How do you not remember the game controls already?
Oh, you're right. I owe an animation. For your future stepdad, I owe you an animation, your future stepdad. Now, I don't have one that will play that says memberships, but I'll play this. This is for your future stepdad's 5 sub bomb. Ready? Here we go.
I need banana, tasty banana.
I'll even do it again.
I need banana, tasty banana.
There we go.
That's a complete ripoff. For $20, play the whole song.
Okay, so now we're at $34 of support. If you do a super chat, it's a different piece of audio. The super chat is playing a different piece of audio while tips and subs will play the I need banana. I'm literally going all the way back to the beginning now. Oh no! Oh! I clapped too much. I've clapped too much. And I fell off the board. Someone tipped $2, asked me if I was DK, would I smash a banana and eat it? Sure, why not? Thanks for a tip. Okay.
That would be a more interesting stream goal than what you have right now. Hey, why don't we even sweeten the pot, and if you double it, you'll get shirtless and put a red tie, cosplay as Donkey Kong, and do that. That would be a clip that would get a lot of views, Phil. But you're not a lolcow, so you won't make fun of yourself.
That's so weird. There's one area I didn't figure out.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Phil. It's usually like 10 areas.
So I have to climb this again, but I forgot how. Over there.
Dude, this is the second time today you're having short-term memory issues. Lay off the gin.
Now, I was already over there and I couldn't find it. Are you kidding me? I was literally there and I went through the whole thing and didn't find it. I have no idea how I missed it. Would I smash 10 bananas and then just eat them or make a souffle?
Does this person want to see Phil like sit on a banana or something? I'm legitimately curious.
I missed the pond part I have to drain. Yeah, we were just at it on the top area, and I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure out how you drain the pond. What's this? This goes up to the water tank?
Dude, we just saw him play Blueprints. Puzzles are not his strong suit.
No, you float. You float holding a rock. How is that possible? How could you possibly float holding a rock?
It's called a game mechanic. Don't take it so literally.
Let's beat this stage. It's taking too long. We've already played for like 23 minutes and done nothing. Let's go beat it.
Yeah, that sounds just about right for a regular DSP playthrough.
Look, a banana. Hidden banana. Hidden banana. Banana. I can't get it. The camera's awful. Oh, come on. Look at the camera. It's bad. The camera will not just let him jump and grab. He's supposed to be able to jump and grab, I think, but it won't let you. I can't. Wow, it's so bad. The camera's atrocious right here. And he falls for no reason. Why is he falling? He should be holding the wall, but he just lets go for no reason. Oh my god, yo, this sucks. What did they do here? They screwed it up. They really did. Look, I can't even move. Alright, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do then. Why'd they make it like this? I can't hit it because the camera doesn't aim for it, so I can't see it to hit it. There. Oh my lord, that was so hard. That was real bad. Pika Bruiser. Can't do anything. What's going on? Oh, Nana. I didn't even understand that. Time for more pounding. Bunch of banana. Do I think bananas are a snack or a meal? It really depends. It could be both.
No, bananas are a snack or part of a meal. They are not a meal itself.
Banana. 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 Seriously? That was stupid. Is it weird you like the game more than Mario Kart World? No. Why would it be weird? The game has content. Any game that has content is better than Mario Kart World.
Yeah, online multiplayer is not content for Phil. We know this. Like, in his World of Warcraft, he literally had to turn off all multiplayer features because he was being trolled endlessly and they turned him into a chicken.
I don't understand this puzzle. It says nearby. Where could it be nearby? Now, we are at 60-something. What are we at? We're at $67 of support, okay? And I think the game is great if you like collectathons. I know it's not for everyone. I'm having a good time with it. If you're liking it, please support it. We had a great stream earlier. Let's hit the goal tonight as well. All right, we still have about $100 to go, a little under $100 to go. Remember, for $20 contributions, there's a new animation with sound attached to it. And that's for anything, for super chats, for tips, and for 4 gifted subs. All right, so please support the stream. We've got an hour left to hit the goal. We want to keep that momentum going so that we can do DSP tries it early next week, all right? All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah, there's nothing like a DSP stream, such as when he has a midstream audit and saying that support is not up to expectations. Because he needs to beg, because otherwise his supporters won't give him money, allegedly. Apparently that's how it works. So keep on begging on, Phil.
Ooh, banana. All right, we got another hour, guys. Again, please support the stream. All right, let's do it.
Oh, look, he came back from the bathroom and he's right back to begging. Yay.
When you find yourself going straight, use Y to accelerate. What? Huh? What do you mean? I don't understand. What? They explained nothing. You're taking my coins when I die? I didn't even know that. It's the first time I died.
Here's a thought. Maybe you shouldn't walk directly into a bed of thorns.
Thanks for explaining nothing. Surf your way to the finish line. So why didn't they just say that? Wow, that's really stupid. Why did they just say that?
Maybe it's because they thought the average player would actually talk to the people when they saw thorns. But no, you are not the average player.
How do you surf? I don't know how to surf. I don't know how to turf surf. I don't think I have turf surf, do I? I don't think I have turf surf. How do you turf surf?
Yeah, complaining instead of trying to figure it out. What riveting gameplay, Phil.
Oh, what are you doing? Why did he run off the side? He did that by himself. I didn't do that. That was weird.
Well, if that wasn't actually you, which I doubt, you may be experiencing Joy-Con drift right now.
Okay. What's up, Lightning Drake? How you doing? What happened? What the? Sure. I thought you could turf surf on the thorns. I guess not.
Maybe you should follow the actual lane, Phil.
Typically, they would explain a new game mechanic, but I guess not. What happened? Why did it break? I'm dead now. I don't understand what's going on. It's breaking instantly, and then I'm failing. Why didn't it say you were supposed to do it on there?
Because it is a game. Part of the fun of the game is figuring it out on your own. You want yellow paint? You want to be handheld through the whole thing? Stop complaining and actually have fun. Yeesh.
No, I didn't. You couldn't even stop yourself and you leave. I didn't even get the banana. You can definitely tell different parts of the team worked on different parts. This is not the people who worked on other parts. You know it's not. It's like, this is so different, and it's not it's poorly done compared to some of the other things you've done in the game. Why is it never explained? Why you gotta figure it out for yourself? Like, what?
Our game journalist is doing what he does best, complaining about video games.
I jumped. I pressed jump. Why did I lose it? I have no idea why I lost it. Dude, this is bad. It's dumb. Why did it magically lose the rock? So you can throw it when you're riding it. Why would you want to throw it while you're riding it ever?
Probably because you can use this skill in a different part of the game, so you won't be surrounded by thorns and you actually may want to throw it for whatever reason.
Why would you want to do that? Obviously, the reason that you're on it is because you're trying to survive. Why would you ever want the ability to throw it? It's incredibly stupid.
You have to forgive Phil here, he's not a very creative gamer.
What? Dude, I lightly accidentally tapped the right trigger on this emote, or excuse me, on this, Can I just restart? I accidentally lightly tapped it and he throws it. It's like, why would I ever want to throw it? Never. I would never press that. So I accidentally throw it when I'm trying to do the platforming.
Yeah, Phil is really showing off his many years of gaming skills right here. Such a talented gamer.
I couldn't stop the momentum. I couldn't turn. And then he grabbed it. Even though I pressed the left trigger that time, he still grabbed it.
Look here, everybody. Phil is very good at video games.
Okay, I don't have to hold. See, I thought you had to hold left trigger. You don't. You just tap it. I didn't know that because the mechanic's never been explained. So I didn't know how to do it. Now I know you don't have to do it.
Yeah, that's how you play a game. You figure out the mechanics as you go along, and you try and master the mechanics.
I can't get off! I couldn't stop! Are you kidding me? They gave me 2 bananas, but there's no way to stop your momentum, and you just die anyway. I gotta retry, even though I finished it. I have to do it again.
And that tells you you have to press the ZL button before you hit the goal, but Phil won't figure that out. You'd think he would have done that already, but no.
Like I said, different parts of the team made different parts of the game. This is a horribly designed part of the game. The rest of the game has been great. This is awful garbage. The flying banana. Banana. Can I climb this? No? Oh, I didn't know I can't climb that. I'm in trouble now. So it's good. It's just, it's different from Odyssey. Like, I thought it would be like Odyssey with Donkey Kong, but it's actually quite different in my opinion.
What, did you expect them to give Donkey Kong a hat and control enemies? No, they won't do that. If they were gonna reuse that gimmick, then they would have just made Odyssey 2.
So up to $70, guys. With about 30 to 40 minutes left on the stream, please support the stream. If you like Donkey Kong, it'll be a great time to support the stream because we don't have a long left. And we're not even halfway to our goal for the night. For a brand new release, that's not good.
Yeah, well, Phil, maybe people aren't used to you playing games multiple streams in a row. Ever thought about that? Maybe that's why support is lagging. Or maybe you're just not begging hard enough because you only have 8 begs right now. Like on your Mario Kart night stream, you begged 30 times to hit the goal. So maybe beg harder. Because the gameplay, to be honest, is not anything special or unique. So you gotta step it up.
Guys, it's $20 for the special animation, not 2. Everyone's doing $2 contributions, so we're never seeing the special animation that we made just for this playthrough because no one's doing the 20 bucks. Great.
Yeah, dude, nobody's biting tonight. Maybe it's because they actually can't afford to give you $20 in one sitting. Ever thought about that? Like I said, if you lowered the amount to play sound effects, which is nothing, you would get more super chats. You're acting like this is like this huge deal that needs to be paid a premium for it. No, it doesn't. It just shows you as greedy and lazy.
If you haven't noticed, the audience is barely talking about the game at this point. Disengaged, no support, so it's a problem. You know what I mean? Like, I was gonna play this again tomorrow, too. Like, what do I do now if people are already bored of it? It's not a good sign.
They're not bored of the game, they're bored of you, Phil. That's just how it is. You can't face that reality.
Banana! Wait a minute. I can't climb this, can I? This is a problem. How am I gonna get out? I can't climb. Hey, Michael, I'm glad you're enjoying. I wish more people were. People seem to be enjoying on the earlier stream until we got further into level 1 and they realized it was a collectathon, and a lot of people kind of, like, disjointed, didn't really talk anymore. I think that's exactly what's happening right now. Like, tonight you're seeing the whole game is a collectathon. Well, yeah, it actually is. The entire game is this, so there's not much I could do. That's what they were going for. That's the intended game. If it were a different game, I would play the different game, but that's it. That's the game. So I don't know what to say about that.
DSP's YouTube chat is slow as molasses all the time, so when he doesn't get support, he's just gonna say people aren't talking, but the reality is people really aren't talking a lot anyway.
All right, we're more than halfway to the goal of support, guys, but we only have like 20 minutes left on the stream. So we really need a big support bomb here if we're gonna hit the goal, or else the launch day of this game is kind of disappointing.
Yeah, so he's basically got $270 today playing the game. And you know why he thinks that's disappointing? Because the interest and support always wanes after the premiere. Because DSP is big about the day one hype. So his fans don't donate as much after the fact. So the fact that it's already not hitting his expectations, because he's probably thinking like $500 or something today. He's like, oh no, it's going to be like half that next time.
We get some momentum going to get the support goal for tonight. It would be great if we could get some momentum going. Anything, guys, a little super chat or a little tip or a membership, a sub, anything to get some momentum going would be great.
Now, guys, if you give me $20 more, Only Iced Coffee may drop a huge member bomb. Come on, let's do it.
Banana. Oh, I agree. Light says, this seems like a good game you can talk with chat, similar to Truck Simulator. Since I'm not really so attention demanding because I'm doing a lot of smashing and puzzle solving that's easy. Yeah.
Yeah, and Phil isn't really doing that. He's spending more time complaining and whining and looking around than talking to his chat. And here's the thing that he's never really mastered. Like, you have to, when you are gaming as a live streamer, you have to pay attention to your chat. He does the game over the chat because he thinks it's all about the gameplay. No, it's about the interaction, Phil. And that's the problem. And you only interact with your fans when you're doing an audit of what went wrong, essentially, that you didn't get as much money as you expected. Like, literally, you only care about your audience when it's about money. The only exception being Jade and Darich, who is now apparently a sock account lurking around.
This is a game where I could talk with you guys a lot. I wish you would talk with me more.
Oh my god, he is blaming them for not interacting with him. It's because you're boring, Phil. The Kick chat is talking all the time. Why don't you start talking to them if the YouTube chat isn't talking? Because that will get them to talk. Or, be interesting. The more interesting you are, the more they'll talk to you.
Not as many people talked tonight as did earlier today. Earlier today, we had a more engaged audience. Tonight, I would say not so much, actually.
Yeah, Phil, that's why you have a dead chat, because it's not fun to be in your chat. You have to make it a fun, positive environment. You over-moderate, and you complain, and you whine. So people don't want to talk to you, they just want to sit there and clip you.
But I do need to go soon, everybody. The last chance, if you're enjoying Donkey Kong and you want to support the stream, please do. Now would be the time to do it.
Yeah, if you want to see me play more of this, I'm going to pressure you into giving me more money. It's just how it is. Coming from the guy that completed every playthrough in the past.
Banana. No! Oh! Banana. Full day of Donkey Kong was exhausting, to be honest. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time for more Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Should I play you a song on the world's smallest violin, Phil?
Alright. So, guys, here's the deal. Number one, I'm exhausted playing this all day. And number two, we didn't hit the support goal tonight. So, I'm not playing this again tomorrow. I'm not. I'm changing my mind. Tomorrow, instead, I'm going to do GTA 4 with mods again. Because GTA 4 with mods has been a tried and true favorite. Everyone's been showing up and engaging and supporting with it. So we're going to do that tomorrow, okay? We will play this, but it'll be later. It'll be next week, all right? I'm just exhausted. I played it all day, and I'm like, oh, I'm actually kind of tired of it. Not that I don't like it. I do, but I'm beat playing it. And it's obvious you guys felt exactly the same, because as you saw tonight, people were not really talking about the game, sadly. And the support, we didn't even hit $100. So we didn't even hit... For a new release day, we didn't even hit our goals for a new release day game. And again, I think it's because the game is kind of polarizing. I think some people will really like that game and others won't like it at all. I'm kind of in the middle. Like, I like it. I don't love it. I do think, honestly, after having played it today, I think I probably like Super Mario Odyssey better. But I still really like the game. It's just not, like, as amazing as I was hoping. I thought it was going to be better than it actually is, okay? All right, well, guys, I got to get out of here. As you can see, it's late, so here's the deal. All right, guys, well, thank you for watching. And for those who did support, I appreciate you. Hopefully, you will come back tomorrow and hang out with me, even though we're not doing this again. I mean, that would be way too much. I feel like playing, like, 9-10 hours of this in 2 days is, like, too much. I'd be tired. So, and thanks a lot. Sorry we didn't hit the goal. So I guess we're going to have to wait and see what happens if we can hit the goal tomorrow. Hopefully we'll hit both goals tomorrow. All right? All right. Have a good night, everyone. I'll see you in the morning. Peace out.
Wow, Phil, you really think people are waiting with bated breath to see if you hit the goal or not? They really don't care. They don't care if you do it on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. That's just how it is. So yeah, the same thing that happened with Mario Kart happened with Donkey Kong. He played it 2 streams in a row, and the second stream, it got less support. Overall, he got $283 of support across 2 streams. Now, according to Phil, that's a failure. I wouldn't think so, but I guess to Phil, that is low support nowadays. And of course, he has to stop the camera and just complain about it to his audience for the last 3 minutes. That's a great way to end the stream, Phil. I didn't get enough money today, guys, so yeah. Keep whining, Phil. Keep crying.
The premiere day of Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Day 1 hype. Woo! Let's go!
Some people were watching me play it today and absolutely loved it, and others were bored to tears. Why? Well, the game doesn't have much of a story at all. I'm 6 hours in, and here's the story. Break everything, collect a zillion items, every once in a while get an upgrade or buy something, wash, rinse, and repeat.
Yeah, he always has to have an excuse for everything. He's the guy that consistently says, my fans won't watch me play a visual novel. Yeah, and it's like, what are you talking about? Like, they'll support Friday Night Fights, but they won't support another game that has no story? Seems kind of odd, Phil. Maybe it's not the game. Maybe it's Phil.
But in a nutshell, first stream, we had great support, and then after about 2-3 hours of playing, everyone started disengaging and stopped talking to me, and the support completely stopped harshly. Now, we had already hit our support goal, but it's kind of weird, right?
Leave it to Phil to find it odd that people don't give him money. The normal expectation is that you give Phil a ton of money and shower him in it. He wants the big banana tips, so you better give it to him now.
Tonight on the late stream, again, at the beginning we got a bunch of support, and then all of a sudden as people started sitting around, they stopped engaging, they stopped talking. A lot of people started complaining the game was boring. By the end of the night, there was no support for almost the entire final hour. The entire final hour, I made $10. So for a game that's supposed to be the hot system selling game that you need to Switch 2 for, it's not very riveting, to be honest with you.
I love how Phil blames Nintendo for him not being able to extract tips from his audience. Can you believe it? He's seriously arguing right now that the game isn't good because it didn't give him enough money. He only made a slight hair under $300 and he's saying the game is bad because of it.
People were tired, okay? So here's the deal. I played the game 6 hours today. I am not playing Donkey Kong again tomorrow. I'm not. I'm going to give it a rest. I'm actually going to give it a break for a day or two. And then I'm probably going to bring it back next week, probably maybe like Monday. because at this point, people are just so like, dude, you played so much of it and it's boring. Don't go back to it right now. Give it a rest. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to force feed it down your throat and have everyone be disappointed and bored. That would be pretty stupid, wouldn't it?
Yep. Add Donkey Kong Bonanza to the long list of games that Phil can't make entertaining and then whines when he doesn't get enough tips.
All right. So thank you for watching. Oh, by the way, on the late stream, we didn't hit the support goal.
I like how he almost forgets that he didn't hit the support goal. He's like, wait, I gotta go complain about it on the Daily Wrap too, and I almost forgot. Darn it. Yeah, he almost had to like re-record this entire video.
It's release day of a brand new hot game, and I only hit the support goal on one stream. The second stream, we didn't even get to $100. So that's what I mean. Like the game, I could tell, is going to be one of those games that there will be an audience for it, but it's not going to be the major audience. It's going to be some people who like collectathon games, Nintendo games, who will like it, but not everyone. And the fact that I played it all day today actually disappointed people because they were like, we totally didn't want that all day. We wanted, you know, variety, and you didn't give it to us.
Yeah, this is a guy who always mixes up his games, so I was very confused why he decided to play it 2 streams in a row on the same day. And honestly, he's just trying to cope about not hitting support goal, but cumulatively, he was basically hitting both goals. He was only $11 away, $289, so it's like, what are you complaining about? And that tells you, since it was a day 1 release, he expects like $400+ on it. Yeah, but it's not going to be driving any more YouTube views to his on-demand content on his channel, I can tell you that. Doesn't matter how much money he gets on stream. They're still going to be in the toilet.
And remember to watch my full impressions video on Donkey Kong Bonanza later tonight.
Yeah, so here is his master thumbnail about it. Yeah, he thinks this is probably an awesome thumbnail. Just see how cluttered it all is. Like, you can't even make out his face. Like, he doesn't get that you're supposed to make the face pop, but that's just Phil. He puts like a gratuitous amount of text into it, and it's literally just saying the same thing that's in the title. So he will never figure that out. He really should hire somebody, like actually pay them to make thumbnails for him. And once again, a shorter video is getting more views than his gameplay stuff. I'm not surprised. He should do more stuff like this. He'd be a lot better off, but he's just gonna be like, no, I'm gonna chop up my live streams. He will never learn. He's just in the habit of doing it, and that's his stupid routine. And it's going to continue to drag his channel down. But he's okay with that because as long as only Iced Coffee is there, he's fine.
Is this the system seller that Switch 2 needs after the fact that the only other real game that's new for Switch 2 has been Mario Kart World, and the game has basically become boring because it's over a month old and doesn't have any real content outside of about 3 hours of races?
Yeah, once again, Phil doesn't fundamentally understand what a multiplayer game is supposed to be.
This is a game that is very divisive. Allow me to explain.
My fans did not support it as much as I expected, so I'm going to call the game divisive.
I'm having a good time with it, but I'm noticing distinctly in the audience a split. Some people are absolutely liking it and saying, man, I can't wait to play it myself. And others are like, I'm bored. This is all you do?
Dude, this is your review of the game. We don't really care about what your audience thinks. This is not your audience review. They can go out and make their own review video. We want to hear about your experience playing the game, not about what your audience thinks and if you didn't get enough money by doing it.
Because here's the thing. Take a look at a game like Super Mario Odyssey, which everyone says those people who worked on that game made this one.
Phil literally expected this game to be a clone of Odyssey, and he's kind of disappointed that it isn't.
So you felt like you were accomplishing things as you went through it. When you get to a new stage in Donkey Kong, it's like, all right, time to explore, run around, break walls, scan, get items, scan, break walls. Where's the town to trade in? Where's the vendor? Do that, go back, more bananas, more ancient relics, go back. It's the same loop over and over.
I mean, Odyssey was too. The difference is that with the different characters, you had different skills that you needed to learn on the fly. So maybe there will be some of that in the game. Maybe you're learning new mechanics, but maybe you're just early in the game and there's probably more content that you haven't experienced yet that is different. Because I know the surfing thing, you did not like that. That was the new mechanic thrown in, and you're like, I hate this, because you suck at it.
There are a little bit of, maybe side quests and challenge stages every once in a while. But for the most part, you're still doing the same thing. every single moment you're playing it unless you're doing a very rare boss fight. But I can tell you right now, I played for 6 hours. By hours 4, 5, and 6, I was getting bored.
Yeah, there was no leaderboard, there was no microtransactions, there was no sweaty men JPEGs, there was no Candy Crush gameplay. So obviously, Phil's not a fan of this.
I wonder, long term, how long this game can hold before everyone says, it got too boring. Now, maybe there are things later on in the game that will mix it up and feel fresh, but I'm not there yet. I don't know.
Like, you can tell by this part of the video that he's given up pretending that he actually wants views on this. This is literally just for his audience, for his like 200 dents that really love consuming his gameplays. Because he's basically implying here, yeah, we're not playing this game if I don't get enough tips because you're all are allegedly bored because I make this game boring.
Let me put it this way. I had originally planned to play the game all day today and even play it on another stream tomorrow. But after the feedback I got from my audience today, I'm going to give it a few days break and go back to it later next week because people are already tired of it.
Well, yeah, because you've never been the guy who constantly plays games, streams in a row and finishes them. You always put a rotation in. So that is more than your audience is accustomed to. And your day audience is probably different from your night audience. So you should probably put a game in one spot instead of moving it all over the place. But that's just me.
It's not a good sign for a hot new release, you know what I mean? Like, you would think it's exciting, everyone's engaged, but no. It actually kind of got deflating and slowed down a lot by the end of the day, and that's actually not a good sign. I can tell you this, never playing Super Mario Odyssey did I ever feel bored or like I played it too long and I needed a break. In fact, I always wanted to play it more. In this case, I want to give Donkey Kong Bonanza a break. So, I guess that says something.
I wonder what would happen if DSP raised over $500 across the 2 streams. Do you think he would give it a break? Do you think he would say this? Just some food for thought.
It's not bad, but also it's not amazing. It's not as good, in my opinion, right now as Super Mario Odyssey was.
Odyssey is a really good game. That is tough to match. So I have never played Donkey Kong Bonanza because I'm one of those folk that Nintendo call poor that didn't buy their new console. So I don't know. You just gotta take Phil's word for it and hope that he's being honest with everybody. But yeah, Odyssey is an awesome game. Loved it.
Is it worth spending $400 some to get the Switch 2 just to play Donkey Kong Bonanza? 6 hours in, my answer would be only if you're the kind of person that absolutely loves collectathons like Banjo-Kazooie and DK64. Otherwise, Mario Odyssey seemed better. I just don't think that it's going to be a system seller like that. But the thing is, it's only the second actual exclusive game. Everyone's going to buy it.
Most of the people that bought the system bought it exclusively for Mario Kart. They're just going to pick this up because it's the only other thing available. There's like 10 people maybe who picked up the system for Donkey Kong Bonanza. It's just what it is. You have this like idea of the Nintendo consumer and it's like mythical.
What Nintendo has done, they've created a situation of artificial scarcity.
Dude, you're reading too much into this. They let people know in advance they were only going to have 2 new first-party games within the first 2 months of the system's launch. That's why they had a bunch of backports and stuff like that. It's not unusual for a console to launch without a lot of games, Phil, because literally it's in the middle of the year, so they are waiting until like the fall to bring out their big products. Mario Kart was the system seller, and then they're gonna add stuff like Pokemon and unknown so far as we get into the holiday season. They're spreading things out, Phil, something you don't understand.
If you're not aware, when the Switch 2 came out, there was one new game, Mario Kart World. And outside of that, every other game was a port that you could already have played on another platform, okay? Why then did they release Mario Kart World as the only exclusive? And then why did they release this game 1 month later? Artificial scarcity. By doing it like that, everyone had to buy Mario Kart World at launch or else they had nothing to play on the Switch 2.
Yeah, but to play devil's advocate, if they didn't want to play Mario Kart, then they weren't buying the system at launch.
So everyone did. Now it's a month later and everyone realized we're kind of bored of Mario Kart, there's no content.
Can't you see how Phil is using the plural pronoun we when he really means the singular pronoun I? Yeah, because he's talking about himself. He's not talking about anybody else. He's just talking about his opinion. He's trying to make you think it is the popular opinion, but it's not. It's his own little snort fort reality.
So they run out and they buy Donkey Kong Bonanza. But here's the thing. If Nintendo had released both of those games at launch, People would have just chosen one or the other.
That is actually debatable. It depends if they bundled both the games in or not, or if they had one or the other. The reason they did it is because they don't have a full lineup that they wanted to put out at launch. So they have Mario Kart in June, Donkey Kong Bonanza in July. I don't know about August and September. There will probably be 1 or 2 games that come out. Then in October, they have Pokemon Legends ZA. And then there's going to be another game in November, and there's going to be another game in December. That's just how they do it. They stretch it out, because if they do it all at once, people are going to miss stuff. And then if there's like a whole wasteland of like 4 months without games, people are going to be looking for the new stuff because they're going to go through the games in a week. And what Nintendo wants people to do, like with Mario Kart, they want the multiplayer. They want people consistently playing these games. That's why they drip feed them to you. And Phil doesn't get this because he's a successful gaming panhandler. But for the rest of us, we get paid either bi-monthly or monthly. So if Nintendo releases 5 games in a month, people aren't going to pick up 5 games. But if you spread out a game each month, people are more likely to buy because it's less of an investment over time instead of buying it all up front. And you know, Phil, you do this too. You literally bought your TV a couple years ago on a payment plan.
Artificial scarcity. By making only one available, then the next, what you've done is created a situation where people want to keep spending to keep using their console because they feel like they've already invested so much, they want to keep spending.
Yeah, Phil, I don't buy this. I don't think people would buy a $70 game just because they want games to play on the console. They'll just port their old stuff from the old Switch, because if they look at the title and they're like, nah, I'm not interested in that, they're not going to buy it.
So in another few months, I guarantee you we'll have an update. Metroid Prime 4 is coming out, right? And that's what Nintendo seems to be doing. They knew they didn't have a killer lineup for the launch of this console, so make it seem like it's exclusive, it's hard to get, and it's very fashionably popular to have.
No, Phil, where are you getting this information from? What Nintendo literally did is they manufactured a huge amount of Switches to mess with the scalpers because they saw the PS5 and Xbox Series console launches and what they had issues for years with that, because they realized if scalpers get it, then the consumer has less money if they actually buy it from a scalper, which most of them won't. The people that do buy it will have less money to spend on the software. So they literally manufactured a ton to make sure that wasn't a problem. And they also set purchase limits so you couldn't buy 2 Switches from Walmart because they didn't want that scalping problem. Because if people don't have the console in their hands, they can't buy the software. And yeah, they did pad the lineup with old ports that actually aren't selling right now because you can get them on other consoles for cheaper than at like $70, which is like a ripoff for like an old game port. But yeah, it's the hobbyists and the enthusiasts that bought the console first. You're just salty because you can only make money on the games where you rage in Mario Kart.
That's what they did. So now they already sold a ton of Mario Kart. Now they're about to sell a ton of Bonanza, despite the fact that I actually don't think it's as good as Odyssey was.
Apparently, not only is Odyssey the benchmark that every 3D Mario will be judged against, all other Nintendo games will be, according to Phil. Okay, man. Like, it's a different style of game. It's apples to oranges.
And their next one, again, will sell like hotcakes. Why? Because there's nothing else to do on the console. So, take my opinion with a grain of salt, but hey, yeah, I'm not blown away by this game right now. I am looking forward to more because I'm hoping that more will come from it. But 6 hours in, that is starting to get boring, and I hope that something more comes of it.
Yeah, the successful gaming streamer realized that the game is not going to make money on its own and he has to be entertaining, so that's why he does not like this game. But really, Phil is really blowing this thing out of proportion. He oversaturated the game again because he's Phil, he's not very interesting. You have to make the games entertaining, Phil, and you fail to do that. And when you continue to fail with that, you're going to get days where you have, according according to you, low support. I do not consider 283 by your standards a low support day, but I think that you were just salty that the morning did not carry over into the night despite you having less time on stream. And that's always been an issue with you. You expect the same amount despite streaming less. Yeah, that will never be resolved. He's just very salty and greedy. He's upset that Nintendo doesn't have like a simulator where he can just sit back and let the game play and then his fans will throw money at it because they love the game or something. Phil, it's not about the game, it's about you. And you are not a good live streamer.